In this video, I inherited my grandpa's $3 million farm, but I have no farming experience. I now have the challenge of keeping the farm profitable and hopefully not going bankrupt. Will I be able to do it? Stay tuned to find out. And if you guys want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe and dropping a like helps too. Anyway, let's go do some farm. Well, boys, it's another day out here on Grandpa's farm, and today spring has sprung enough to where we can get to seeding. Anyways, we've already got the seeder here, all good to go. It's all filled up with seed, liquid fertilizer, everything we need to get going. Now, we don't have a whole lot of seed left on the farm here, so we're getting a delivery from Co-op today for all the seed and liquid fertilizer we're going to need for the rest of the year. But I'm going to fire up the old 8850 here, get it warmed up, and then we're going to head out to the field and get to work. Now, we are supposed to get rain later today, so I don't know how long we're going to be able to seed for. So worst case scenario, if we get rain and we can't seed, we're going to take my 6x6 ATV, a log trailer that I bought a couple days ago, and head out to a cabin that's not too far away from here and do some cleanup. It's pretty much been abandoned since last year, so yeah. It's gonna need some work. Anyways, let's get going out to the field here. Well, we literally just drive across the road and we're already here. But this is just one of many fields we're gonna be planting this year, so it's gonna be a busy couple of weeks. I'm pretty sure last year that we put this field into soybeans, and we're doing the same again this year. I was thinking about putting it into wheat to get straw out of this, but I think we're gonna do that into a different field. But for now, we're just gonna keep the soybean. This year, we're gonna be a lot more busy with seeding and harvest because we ended up renting out a crap ton more land, because last year we really didn't have enough. So this year I plan to stay pretty busy, and we got all this grassland back here. We cut it last year for hay. I think we're gonna do the same again, because hay actually made us a lot of money, and really there's not a whole lot of people that actually do hay around here, minus a couple of farmers. So I'm thinking we may as well keep it going. Well, we got about another 2 passes here. I'm pretty sure I just seen the Co-op guys pull up there, so they can wait just a few more minutes until I'm finished this, then we'll go unload them there. But this is pretty much the first field of the year done. And so far, I've had no breakdowns, so that's pretty good, I guess. We'll just fold this bad boy up. I think I'm going to park it on the side of the field here. No point in bringing it into the yard just yet. We'll go run over here and unload these guys real quick. I think we're just going to stick everything in the shed like we did last year as well. We also got all these pallets of liquid fertilizer here. I'll just get those unloaded with the skid steer. Probably be the easiest thing. Well, there's the last of the seed there. Just go grab the skid steer and we'll get the pallets unloaded. Man, that GMC is squatting. I need to put some bags on that thing if they're hauling loads this big. Look at that. Easy. Old New Holland can never. So glad we upgraded skid steers this year. Makes things a million times easier. All right, there we go. Co-op's good to go. I'm gonna put this last pallet away and we're gonna get to work on some other stuff. So like I said earlier, we're supposed to be getting rain here, so I'm not too sure if I want to head out to the next field just yet. Might just work on some other stuff because we got a lot of stuff to do around here. So I got to move this old John Deere 4040 here for 2 reasons. Number 1, we're getting a fuel tank put in here. That's supposed to be getting delivered today. And number 2, this thing's getting traded. That's right. I asked you guys in the last video if we should trade the 4040 here for something a little bit different. I got a neighbor of mine who wants this tractor. He was like, hey, I got another tractor. I'll trade you for it. Some cash on top, because his tractor is just a little more expensive. And a majority of you guys said yes, so we're gonna head out and go pick up our new tractor here. And in the meantime, our fuel tank should be getting delivered. It literally just gets dropped off, and then we hook up the power, and it's good to go. Well, boys, this is it. An International 6788, and I just ran over my mailbox. Hey, who hit that in the first place? So some of you may or may not agree with this trade here, but I have personally always loved these tractors. I forget the name of them. There's like a special name of them. A 2+2 or something? I can't remember. Let me know down in the comments because I would like to know. Anyways, as old as this machine is, it has been immaculately taken care of, and it's, well, a decent bit bigger than the old 4040. Now, while it doesn't have a loader, I think you can always put one on here. I don't know if I'd recommend that, but really we don't need more than one loader tractor around here, and we got a skid steer, so I think we're good to go. Now, unlike the old 4040, this tractor does have air conditioning and a nicer cab. Also, it's got a set of duals if we want to put those on, but frankly, I don't think we need them right now, so we're just going to leave the singles on. Now, I'm not entirely sure what we're going to use this tractor for. It might run the disc. It'll probably be better at running the disc than the 4040 there. Or maybe the grain cart, something else. But this is kind of a mid-sized tractor. Maybe a little bigger than mid-sized. I don't know. It should work for a couple things around the farm. Especially in the hanging equipment, which the 4040 didn't really have the best power to run all that. So I'm pretty happy with the trade. And it looks like our fuel tank has not gotten delivered yet. Okay, maybe they're running a bit late today. Who knows? I figured while we have the time here, because of this impending rainstorm, to get out some of the haying equipment here. Now, I think where this tractor is really going to shine this year is running this Vermeer mower. The 4040 just didn't have quite enough power. It So this should be perfect. Now, obviously, we're not going to start mowing yet because, well, it's spring. Grass isn't fully grown, so we got to wait a bit. But I still have to get it serviced. Well, I got everything about looked over here. Got it all greased. Checked all the bearings. I think everything's good to go. Well, not a rain cloud in the sky, but they're calling for it. I don't know. At any rate, we started seeding pretty early. We got about a week before we really got to put the hammer down. So I think I'm going to hop on my quad here, and we're going to head out to that cabin. See if we can get some logs cut up. I do have a fireplace, and I'd like some wood for that. So may as well, while we have the time, do some work. Just heading down the power line cut here. Our turn to the cabin should be somewhere around here. I just got to look for the trail. Should just be right about here. And this is all grown over like a lot. Well, this is it. Well, it's good to be back. I was out here over the winter, cleaned it up a little, but really hasn't been touched since then. I don't even think anybody's been out here. That doesn't look like it. Anyways, I did do a little bit of tree cleanup here, so I think we're going to try maybe cut some of that up a little more. Load it onto the trailer here and take some of it out of here. Maybe do a little more tree trimming. A lot of work to do back here. Well, I've about spent the last hour here just getting everything organized, cleaning it all up. All looking pretty good now. Gonna load up a couple logs here. Hopefully the 6x6 can handle this. I don't know. This is gonna be a lot of weight. We'll see how it goes though. Well, we are all loaded down with wood here. I'm just heading out of the bush. There's probably another couple loads back there, but we'll get to that later. I also got a call while I was loading up wood there, and I guess fuel tank got delivered, so I'm gonna go check that out. Still no rain. I thought we were gonna go get rain, but I guess not. So we might actually just go out and finish up seeding another field here, so we'll see how it goes. Well, would you look at that? Brand new Meridian fuel tank. Oh man, we're gonna have fuel for days now. Not gonna have to get a fuel truck once a week. This is gonna be perfect. Anyways, the 6x6 actually handled this trailer immaculately. I thought it was gonna be not a good time trying to pull this back, but we got it back easily. Well, surprisingly enough, the next field we're on here is right next to my farm. That's right. I ended up securing the rent of it for this year, and hopefully the next. We'll see. But we're going to plant this one to soybeans as well. And we also did get this little grass field over here, so we own that. So I guess now we have this little grass field here. Probably end up cutting it for hay or something. And then all the little fields back there, there's one more little grass field back there that we got as well. And now we pretty much have all the land surrounding my farm, which is nice. And definitely a lot more hay land. So we should be making bales like crazy. But all this back here is getting planted to soybeans, and the rest of the fields are either getting corn or wheat. Depends. Ah, crap. We're out of liquid fertilizer here. All right, hold this thing up, and let's go get some liquid fertilizer. Fire up the old skid steer here. This thing loaded up, and we'll be back out in the field in no time. Well, we're back up and going here. I should have took that disc and just disked that all into one field there, because now we kind of have to go over all that, but it'll be fine. Best part, though, about having all this land right around my farm, I don't have to transport anything too far, so makes everything just a lot easier and saves us a lot in fuel. After we get this field done here, we got one more little one back there, then the other one behind that is just grass, so we'll just cut that for hay later in the year. Well, that'll do it for this field. On to the next. This will be like 3 passes and we'll be done. They did put lime on all of these, which is nice. So they probably tested the fields and it probably needed it. So I bet you some of mine do too. I'll have to do that next year. So all behind that field, all right beside that little pond there's actually the cabin back there. So it's actually pretty close to the farm, but yeah. All back there, we still have all that we can cut for hay. Yeah, like I said, 3 passes and we're done. Well, I'm going to get the seeder filled back up here so we're good to go for the further out fields so we don't have to come back again for at least a little while. Might also load the trailer up too. We don't have to come all the way back to the farm just to get more seed and liquid fertilizer there. But I hope you all enjoyed. Subscribe and goodbye.